the monster, Cristari.
Oh God.
Boo.
Well, I
Was that
mean,
the
at least this
weeaboo-
time it's
was
a
it like
different.
the weeaboo opening?
I'm pretty sure that's a fake Japanese.
Yes, it's fake
Like,
and
TSS is like hissing at you. He's like, bruh, come on.
Right, because he's not here to correct my Japanese.
Mm-hmm. He's actually in Japan.
Right, he's actually in Japan.
That piece of shit.
Funny enough.
He's
Take
gonna
me
watch.
with you.
Yeah, he's gonna like watch the part and be like, "The fuck is wrong with you, Tyrone?
They'll just leave like 6,000 comments.
You call that Japanese?"
That was the
call it
quickest shopping
anything.
spree I've ever seen.
All right, so let me ask this, you guys, because most of you guys played this one when you were kids. It was your first Pokemon game, right? How did you all feel about the Slowpoke tails getting cut off plot? Like,
It didn't really bother
dark
me.
than I expected.
I mean, it seemed weird, but like, I was okay with it.
Because fuck Slowpoke, that's why.
I mean,
Oh, that's-
Yeah, it's their
I'm
fault,
actually
man.
ahead of
They
you,
should have been
Tyrone.
able to dodge it, but they didn't. So
I did this
Yeah.
in part 4.
well,
Or
they
7.
actually like. The thing about it is, they like with the Slowpoke plot. I guess because the sprites weren't visible, I can't really feel for these guys because it's like I just gotta take their word for it.
Well, I think you just didn't want to feel for them. That's what it is.
Wow.
Maybe if you had caught a Slowpoke, you would have gave it to
Well,
him.
at least they foreshadowed it earlier when they stated that when they try to sell you the Slowpoke tail to eat
But you didn't take it.
because I didn't have the money.
Oh,
yes.
so that
Well,
means
that's
you
your
would
first-
have
well, that's
taken
your
it if
first
you did
problem.
have the
It's
money.
actually
then.
impossible to buy that.
Okay, so I actually go back to fight some trainers that I skipped.
Oh my god, filler!
not again. Didn't we do this last time?
It's only a few trainers, and then I
Then
go.
why didn't you
immediately to
just
the
cut them
cave.
out?
No, I don't cut out any content.
Yeah, you
Yes,
do.
you
You cut
do.
out wild battles.
Well, that's if we already saw the Pokemon.
No, I thought that was cut content though.
Next thing you know, Tyrone's gonna have a robot that waters trees.
Oh my goodness. That would be pretty entertaining though, all things considered.
Yeah.
It just, yeah. And John, you said you were ahead of me.
Mm-hmm. Just a little bit.
Well, the game, to all respect, I think the game tries to be easier, unfortunately.
Really?
Well, a little bit.
Yeah.
Is that where
I would say, I know both games like the back of my hand, and I know Heart Gold, Soul Silver are easier than Pokemon Crystal. Like,
I always
by
hated that.
far.
I always hated that term because what does that mean? You know the back of your hand. Like how much information do you really know about the back of your hand?
Well,
Not much.
I know that it's the same color as my skin. I know that it
Which
has.
side of your skin though? Since
Fuck,
it's your
I gotta go
hand.
do some research, guys. I'll be back.
I want like the exact paint.net freaking RGB thing with the numbers and everything.
Oh, I saw your Marie die, by the way.
Wow.
Fake guy.
He goes, why doesn't Marie know Thunder Shock? Bam! And just dies.
Just fades off the sidebar.
So
Fucking
essentially
murder.
what's gonna
Yeah.
happen now is that we're gonna
Murder,
cross
bitch.
promote John's playthrough, and there's like, but here's a bunch of spoilers for John's playthrough.
Well, he put that part up on the Twitter, actually. He put the spoilers up,
Up on the Twitters,
Yeah.
up on the Twitters.
where
Yes.
people
Up
tweet
on the
with the
tweet
birds and stuff.
Yes. Well, with the Instagrams and the Snapchats.
Yeah, you got the pictures in your palms, and you take the pictures with your hands, and it's shiny.
Where am I?
Jesus.
I'm in hell, apparently.
Right, why is it so hot in here?
I'm gonna be so Johtoed out by the end of this month.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get sick and tired of it until the next remake for.
Guys, I
Heart Gold
really
and
wish
Soul
I could say I could get tired of Johto, but I can't. So-
Yeah, you
Just wait until the
can.
next
What do you
game
mean
gives
you
us
want to
Johto
say
for
it?
post
You
game.
don't.
No, I love Johto. I love
No,
Gen 2.
Taro's that kind of dude who gets sick of shit, but no one will ever know.
I like Gen 2. I
Yeah,
could never.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll see how much you like Gen 2.
To be honest,
We'll
I'm
make
not.
sure you dislike it by the end
I'm
of
not
this.
really tired of. I'm not really tired of Gen 3 either. To be quite honest, Gen 4 is where things start getting a little weird for me though. And then I can never really get tired of Gen 5 story wise.
So realistically, what you're saying is you're just sick of, you just hate Gen 4, is what you're telling me.
I think that's what I'm saying. That and Gen 6.
Oh.
Although you've been pretty open about this for years.
Wait, you hate Gen 4 more than over Gen 6?
Well, I hate
I
Gen
hate Gen-
6
I
more
hate
than
Gen-
Gen 4.
I hate Gen 4 more. I hate Gen 6.
6 has like no replay value because of just how freaking.
Yeah,
but
I
6
guess-
has none at all.
But I guess Terrell's argument, though, is that Gen 4, while Gen 6 doesn't feel
Well,
finished.
thank you for making my argument for me, Tyrone. I appreciate
All right,
it.
then what do you go ahead? Make your argument. I was just saying.
He's like, he just wanted to let everyone know. By the way, it's not like Terrell's here or anything, but let me let you know. Let me just tell you what he thinks.
Terrell, go ahead and tell your argument. I was just saying it from a person who sees things through both perspectives. But go
Oh,
ahead.
no, I know. I'm just fucking with it. But,
Tyrone's third eye is open.
Right.
Oh, God. But no, my opinion as far as Gen 4 and Gen 6 compared is the fact that Gen 6 I can replay. I might find it easy as fuck. It might be a boring ass game because it's kind of redundant now and it's a little bit too straightforward for its own good and has a weird drag in the beginning of the game.
Oh my god, the pacing is actually horrible in X1.
But the fuck it, believe
Yes.
Gen 4 is consistently slow throughout the whole fucking adventure.
yeah, that's basically the pace of the entire Diamond and Pearl game.
Here's
I cannot stand that shit. There are aspects of Gen 4 I like, but like the majority of the game, I cannot stand.
Here's Gen 6 in a nutshell. Go to Lumio City. The power's out. Why are you here? Get the fuck out of Lumio City. Go to a new town. Go to Lumio City. But
You just lied to me.
Just go to Lumio City.
you
Oh,
go
now
back.
wait, let me guess. I gotta go over and trigger this fucking cutscene,
I
don't
love,
I?
I love the screenshot that says like, "Oh, there's a blackout. You can't go any further." There's like a random NPC walking
Just
past
walking
the guy,
by.
and he says that, and then it says,
Fuck the
"Then
law."
where the hell is she going?"
That girl says, "I fuck the law."
And
I
then,
mean,
and then finally you go to another city. The power's in Lumios. You should go back there. It's about time you came to Lumio City. What the fuck were you doing? It's like, Jesus Christ, I hate this game.
yeah, that game is.
Yeah, it's very
Gen-
stupid reasoning
Gen-
for Roblox.
Gen 4 is, hey, do all this bullshit. Go to Mount Coronet left side. Go to Mount Coronet right side. Go to
side.
Mount Coronet through the ceiling. Go to Mount Coronet underground.
And I hope you remembered all 4 of your B-dupes while you were going through there because
Right.
you don't have
Oh,
any
yeah.
You're
HM.
gonna fucking need them.
Not the Bidoof.
If you have less than 4 B-dupes, I don't think you can go through the Sinnoh region.
You really can't.
Which is terrible. The good news, you can catch them at the beginning of the game, so I guess that's the trade-off.
Bidoof
So,
run.
Are you saying that B-dupe is your real starter Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl?
Pretty much.
Well, actually, my B-Barrel was like, I actually used B-Barrel seriously in my first playthrough of Diamond and Pearl. And then I immediately regretted it when I realized I had to use him as an HM slave. And I had to get a second one.
Terrell, I just imagine like when you realize that your main Pokemon has to become your slave, and you look at it, you like put the shackles. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he was like,
I remember my
he was
first
like
time.
second-
Forgive
he
me
was
for
my
what I have
second
done.
level Pokemon, and I get to Mount Coronet, and I'm like, fuck. I got.
Well,
I do remember the first time I played Diamond and Pearl and I evolved Bidoof, and I just kind of looked at the screen in disgust for about like 10 seconds or
it's
so.
so derpy looking.
Like I thought Bidoof was like kind of teetering on derpy, but I was like, oh, but he's a little cute. He has some redeeming factors. But Barrel, no. But Barrel doesn't have
Which
any.
is funny because I don't mind Big Barrel at all. I'll be honest with you.
The anime made him look a little better.
I've
little
grown
better.
to
His
appreciate
sprite, the way his sprite is just kind of like hunched over, and he has like that dead stare in his eyes. It's so
Yeah, like the 1,000-mile stare.
It's like he's accepted that he's an HM slave. He just looks you right in the face, and he's like, "Well, you got HMs for me?"
Right. I think Gen 4, Diamond and Pearl is the first Pokemon game to ever actually make me scream in the middle of playing, though. Because I went through Victory Road, and I had all of my Pokemon, I had all of my HMs, I had everybody set up, and then I finally surfed to the end of the Victory Road, and what do I fucking see? A giant
waterfall.
fucking waterfall. And I'm like, fuck this game!
Yeah, it sounds like your life story to me.
So I had to
Fuck it.
I had to go all the way back through fucking Victory Road to get to the Pokemon Center so I can get a Pokemon that knows Waterfall because B-Barrel's full of HM, so I can't delete anything to make him learn Waterfall.
Yikes.
This is where
finished-
Tyrone will lose his voice from pure anger.
I
I
did.
every Pokemon game within a month, except for Diamond, the first time I played it. because I got to not Spear Pillar, like the top of Mount Coronet, like it's all snowy, and I'm trying to find like the cave that leads you to Spear Pillar up there, and I couldn't see it because like it's really snowy, and like I think the entrance blends in with like the wall or something on the very back end of the mountain or something, so you can hardly see it. And so for the longest time, I think for a straight year, I did not touch that game because I was just dead lost on freaking Mount Coronet. And I was like, my trainer's just gonna freeze to death out here. I have no clue what's going on. And
he's gonna be almost red.
And I think one day, like, I was just like so frustrated, like just banging myself up against like every wall of the mountain, and I just fell through. And I was like, oh, hey, I found it. And then I got to Voltner's Gym, and that was really hard, so I stopped playing for like another 6 months or so.
Yeah, there's like an obnoxious level gap in between the plot of Team Galactic and then the last gym leader, Volkner. It's like, what is this?
It's not as bad as the level spike in Sun and Moon, though. Sun and Moon is a pretty big level spike after the first Lusamine battle.
Right.
Because I think that goes from like 40 to like 46 when you get to the next island, and it's like,
and then your Pokemon are at like almost level 50. You go all the way, you fight Necrozma. Now Necrozma's a legendary Pokemon already, so it's already strong. This motherfucker's at level like 66. Like
he's all the way up there.
Wow. 66.
So he's literally just one-shotting everybody. So I basically just sort of poison hacked them out of existence.
That's basically what you have to do.
Yep.
Like,
you have to cheat the game to beat the game.
Damn straight, and I was proud of it. I poisoned them.
Were you really proud?
I just pee stalled them. I mean, it was even worse.
Oh wow, you waited till he had no moves left?
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
I think Alolan Muck was the only thing on my team that didn't get one-shotted by Ultra Necrozma, so I had to keep on healing him and just wait for him to run out of like Photon Geyser and Dragon Pulse, and I was like, oh my god.
Now, struggle.
Literally. He's literally going to struggle.
I'm trying to visualize what that would look like.
Would he just be like, ugh,
I am God, damn it!
This giant god of light is kind of like flapping his wings around, like,
Wait. Now, Tyrone, when you said that, is he God damn it, or is he God damn it?
Good points.
Good
points.
It's the small things in life.
It's small victories.
That's fine.
So, what did you guys think of Team Rocket coming back in this game? Do you think it was good, or looking back, do you think there should have been another team in Johto?
I feel like for this game, like when it first came out, it was all right. But looking back, it just makes the Johto region look kind of weird. Because, like, it's the only region that doesn't get, like, its own original team.
I like Gen 2, but I'll admit that Gen 2 is sometimes Kanto sloppy seconds.
Like, I don't know. Like, at the time, it was probably fine. It was probably cool to see Team Rocket come back. But, like, just, like I said, looking back now, it's like, oh, that was weird how that aged.
I'm gonna be contrary here. Because, like I said, Gen 2 was my first generation. So I didn't really, at the time, I kind of didn't pay it any attention because it was my first game. Looking back, I think that's kind of what gives Gen 2 its own little flavor, that you beat Team Rocket, but they don't die just because their leader got beaten, and how they were carrying on. And I like that the plot was about a broken team trying to repair itself.
I can respect that, yeah.
Because you don't have any other game, even now, I don't have any other game that's done that. The closest is Black and White 2.
When Cyrus gets sucked. Go ahead, John.
Oh, I was gonna say, I do think that Plasma did it better though with Black 2, White 2.
Oh yeah,
they get new leadership and stuff. I think in this game, in Gold, Silver, and Crystal, they don't even name like the new boss. No. Like it's not until Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
They're just admins, aren't they, or something like that?
Yeah, they're just admins. He's not even like the main boss. He's just like admin.
That's his name, admin.
Administrator.
Admin Jones.
Yeah, it's like admin.
He was the head of the IT department in Team Rocket headquarters.
Head of the he helps you when your internet breaks down.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I see you guys are trying to Pokemon, put them in our PC. You're having some problems there?
Control Alt Delete.
Yeah, Control Alt Delete. There you go. Now you can donate that new Zubat you just caught.
Which is a pretty fun fact that I didn't realize for a long time, that Archer, and I forget who the other main admin is. It's the female. What is her name?
Who?
Ariana and Archer. They
Yeah.
actually appear in the post game of Fire Red and Leaf Green before they were
Yes.
actually named in Heart Gold Soul Silver, which I never realized. And then they dropped the first hint of like Silver being Giovanni's son, which they didn't confirm until like the Celebi event in Heart Gold and Soul
Yeah,
Silver.
I think a Rocket member mentions a redhead kid.
Yeah, they're like, "Oh, are you Giovanni's son?" And then it's like, "No, wait, Giovanni's son has red hair." That's like
Right.
the only hint they get for like years.
Literally.
It's like, whoa.
Literally, it's we listen to the fans. Fine, we'll connect the two.
Fine, you know.
I think, yeah, and I also think it's weird when you look at other teams. Like, what happens to what happens to Team Galactic once Cyrus gets sucked up in Giratina Distortion World? The other team members just go, fuck it, and leave.
Well,
Like,
to jail
all
we go.
leave.
Well, to be fair, no one wants to see Team Plasma. I mean, not Plasma. Team Galactic again.
Right, and then what happened to Team Plasma? I think Jetsis revealed his true colors, so he just hired some new people. That's it. Like, all right.
Well,
now-
like,
Pretty much.
I like the thing that there was like this split. Like there were like the Team Plasma people that were like just pure evil, like Getsus, and then there were the Team Plasma people who like actually thought they were helping Pokemon, like N. So
Oh, you mean the one where that Hugh fucking punches in the face?
This shit was so weird.
Oh,
This shit was so
God.
weird because you get to that point in the game, the cutscene triggers, and all of a sudden you just see Hugh come out of nowhere, and I honestly looked like he headbutted the grunt. And I was like, oh my god.
In my brain, I just like imagine the main character like, Hugh, it's like holding back. We don't hit people in this world. But we let our Pokemon do the fighting. What the fuck is wrong with you? You can get
Yeah,
us-
but to me, it has to be the female avatar. It has to be Rosa. It can't be.
yeah.
Because
Yeah.
Rosa has to be like, what the fuck are you
You
doing?
can get us in some real trouble.
Oh, make it double. Oh no, not again!
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Evil bastard.
Oh my god. Okay, so
Hugh was probably was our last like traditional.
yeah.
rival that people gave a
I
fuck
think
about.
Q, to me, I think Q is the best way to come at a rival because he was cool. He was friends with you, but he was still a dick. Like, that was
But he
cool.
wasn't a dick to
He
you.
was obsessed.
and he
Yeah.
he had like a hatred for the evil team, so he was like Silver in that way. He's kind of smug. He's very confident, like Blue is. He's friendly, like May and Brendan. He's very energetic, like Barry. He's like a mix of like every previous rival. And
And
that's
for
what,
some reason, he was voiced by Sean Schimmel.
well, he kind of voiced everybody.
We don't
in
bring
those
that up.
films.
In the little commercial, I thought the commercial was kind of cool though. Like, I think that was the best way to
commercial
have
was
it.
the
Black and
greatest
white,
thing
black
to
and
come
white
out
was
for
the
that.
beginning.
There were so many cool Gen 5 characters that never got in the anime though,
Yeah.
including Hugh.
Yeah. Oh, Q would have been. I think Q would have been too.
Like they only gave Charon one episode. He's like one of the biggest Gen
Well,
5
they
characters.
also did the weird thing with Charon where they kind of like, oh, this is 2 years later, Charon, and you're like, but Bianca.
Yeah, they
it's
didn't
like,
do
but
original
Bianca's
Charon
the
at all.
same age, so it's like, what the fuck is
And
going
it's like,
on?
so, like,
Yeah,
what
they kept OG Bianca, but they did Black and White 2 Charon at the same
Yeah,
time.
and then
It's
we
like,
got
what?
what was it? We got Marlon and we got Roxy.
Yeah, we got Marlon and Roxy.
Although I think Marlon fought. Marlon fought was.
Kotetsu.
I'm upset we
Kotetsu.
didn't get like OG Team Plasma. I mean, obviously that got canceled, but we got the Black 2 White 2 Team Plasma,
Which was
And they just
underwhelming.
Yeah, but they're the
every
least.
single character in that arc, man. It was awful.
They
To
were
be
just.
fair, that was probably one of the better like villain arcs in the anime.
They were just.
I don't
bad to
think
be
so.
bad.
I think it was awful.
I'm
Because
just
like
saying, 'cause, I mean,
they totally watered down like N and all of his.
Well, they had
ideals
to,
and stuff.
because-
Well, yeah, they got.
And
they
then
got-
Colress. Oh, Colress is like the most butchered character ever in the anime.
yeah, because I don't know what the fuck they were going
I
for.
think-
with
Because
all
in
that.
the games, it's like, oh, I don't actually want to help Team Plasma. I just like want to carry out my
right.
research.
I
Yeah, he's
think.
just fucking weird.
And then in the anime, he's like, I'm an evil scientist because I can. Haha.
Yeah.
I think them losing their first special shot them in the foot. That's all.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
unfortunately,
They
it
didn't know how to
wasn't even their
recover.
fault though. They had no control
right,
of what happened.
right.
I like the
Because
idea
I'm gonna
of-
be
I like
honest,
the
those
idea of
first
having
few
the-
episodes of Best Wishes with like Team Rocket and the meteorite and stuff, those are hype. I watch those
Yeah, those
now.
are
and I'm like,
good.
man,
Those are
some
the
good
cold-
episodes.
I still say Best Wishes Team Rocket is the best Team Rocket.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
I can agree with that.
No, I
Yeah,
like
don't-
Stone Moon
can't-
Team
I
Rocket to be
cannot
honest.
stand them now.
Well, sometimes they can't always be goofy. Sometimes they gotta take shit seriously.
Yeah, but they only do it in one series. They don't do it in any of the other regions.
All right, we only got 15 seconds left in the recording.
Oh
We gotta
yeah,
wrap
but
this up.
also yeah, the part's about to be over.
The part's
Why
about
did
the
you just beat the shit out? You just had John beat the shit out of twins.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, god
Oops.
damn it, man. Also, Sun
Yeah.
and
John's
Moon
gonna
Team
bark
Rocket
in
is the
this
best
episode.
one, so there you go.
All right, see you next part.
Later days.